Hello, Year 11. This screencast is on matrix multiplication. We've started matrices. We looked at some simple addition, subtraction today. You have to have matrices to be added and subtracted, need to be of the same dimensions. We measure the dimensions, we acknowledge the dimensions of a matrix, row times columns. So a 3 by 2 is a 3 row 2 column matrix. Okay, so in order to be able to multiply matrix A by matrix B, we need the number of columns in A to be equal to the number of rows in B. Number of columns in A to be equal to the number of rows in B. So down here I've got an example, A and B. Now the number of columns in A, which is 2, is equal to the number of rows in B, which is 2. So we can multiply A by B. And you can see there, if we write it out like this, 3 by 2 is A, B is a 2 by 1. As long as these numbers are the same here, we can multiply them together. The result will be a 3 by 1. That's quite useful just to be able to check that way. We can't just checking B to see if we can do B times A. B's a 2 by 1, so that's got one column, and A's got 3 rows. So we can't multiply B by A, as you can see, because these numbers are not the same. So B times A cannot be multiplied. So interestingly, with matrices, the order is important. So in this, A times B is not equal to B times A, and in fact, sometimes one of them you can work out and the other you can't. We need to be able to check for that. Okay, so let's check A. Here are my matrices A and B. Now I've got 1, 0, 3, 1, 0, 4 here, minus 2, 5 for B. It's a 1, 2, 3 by 2 and a 1, 2 by 1. So a 3 by 2 and a 2 by 1. Our result is going to be a 3 by 1. Now the way to work out this multiplication is to take have a look at the green highlighted row here and column here. So we're going to work across, and to find out what this first value is here in my resulting matrix, we take the product of 1 and minus 2, so 1 times minus 2, and add the product of 0 and 5. So 1 times minus 2 is minus 2, 0 times 5 is 0, add them together, you got minus 2 there. The second element is the result of taking 3 multiplied by minus 2 and adding the product of 1 and 5. 3 times minus 2 plus 5, minus 6 plus 5 is minus 1. So that goes in there. The third will be taking 0, 4 and multiplying 0 by minus 2 and adding 4 times 5. So 0 plus 20 gives us the 20 down there. There's the 3 by 1. That is the result of multiplying A by B. And that will do. So you will be able to now do some of exercise 3B. And I suggest if you have time, then you should do so. The work requirements you have, it's on page 75. But if you don't have time to do any of those questions, that's all right. We'll be doing those in class tomorrow. But at least if you've got these notes down and you know how matrix multiplication is performed, then you're in good shape. I'll see you tomorrow.